Good morning everybody. Today I'm sharing with you my first Crafty Me shop project for this time around. I have put together a Boudoir Pincushion doll and I really like how she turned out. The little half doll was a gift from a lady by the name of Rita, and the colour of her dress perfectly matched this beautiful pink silk fabric that I was sent in my design team package. You might just see it right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very soft looking. I'll just take you right down the bottom so you can see. I've dipped it lower at the front because I wanted to show off this beautiful, beautiful lace shawl that I was also sent. As you can see, I have it folded so it drapes down the front, and it's open as well. I have used some of the blue pearl sprays that I was sent in a previous design team package, and that's okay. I've just mixed the two together. I've used a very light pink pearl trim draped down the front as well, and a mixture of vintage and fabric flowers on the front. And she is a pincushion. I'll just show you. I've made a couple of little pins to go into her. See, there we go. She is a pincushion. I'll just take her around. Have a little look at the cluster of flowers around her waist there. These are little ribbon flowers. They're joined together and they're held by ribbon that I found thrifting some time ago. On the side here I have two. They're like a lace doily, absolutely beautiful and very fine, and I have one on either side of her hip. I think it's called the pannier, to give that vintage look. And I'll just turn her around so I can show you the back. Okay, this is the back of her. I have left the dress shorter at the back than at the front, as you can see. She is sat on a white goblet at the moment until I find the perfect stand for her. So she's up quite high. I did make her for the intention so the dress could be longer at the front, so I could put it on a shelf. Underneath you'll see, I'll just show you that I've attached this beautiful, beautiful lace here. I stitched it all around twice, and I've just got the little scallop hanging over the edge of the beautiful silk gown. And it's the palest of pinks. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's the back of her. Let's just turn her around. There we go. And I was inspired to make her by a lady by the name of Rosemary Cathcart. She owns an Irish lace museum, and it's called Sheelan Lace, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and she has so many of these beautiful boudoir dolls in that store, and I kind of wanted to emulate that a little bit. I was also inspired by Laquita, who has a video on a beautiful doll that she put together, and also more recently Annie received a gorgeous gift of a boudoir doll, a pincushion doll, from one of her friends. I can't quite remember her name, but I'll put a link to those ladies in the description box below also. And if I recall, I think Sonia has a tutorial on a bed doll, I think it is. I'm not quite sure. And I'll put that in the description box below. Now I will show you a small clip that I started filming. I was going to do a tutorial myself, but I just ran out of time this week to do that. But it shows you the actual products that I use from Crafty Me shop. So I will put that after I end this segment of the video. I will put the link to Crafty Me shop in the description box below, and you will have to request to join the group on Facebook, and also there will always be some sort of message posted to the top of the group when the next sale is, and give you the details there. Okay, I hope you like my little boudoir doll. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. She's so feminine looking in these colours, and I really am very happy with the way she turned out. Okay, take care everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. So I've just been playing around with the Crafty Me shop things that I was sent for my design team package, and in it was this beautiful like fleshy pink silk, a brocade almost type fabric, absolutely beautiful. And I thought, what can I do with that? Then I remembered I had this lovely little half doll, and this was sent to me. I was sent 3 of them by Rita, and the fleshy colour pink of her dress is a beautiful match for this silk. So I thought I would make a half doll. And then I'm kind of playing with the idea, do I make a pincushion, you know, a fat pincushion, or do I make like a hanging half doll? And I'm not 100% sure, so I'm playing around. Now let me show you what I've done so far. I've just got the fabric and I've runched it up a little bit like a skirt and sat it there so I can get a general idea of the look of it. And then I've got this beautiful shawl piece of lace, and I've draped that around because I thought, I've probably got that the wrong way around. I might like that coming to a peak at the front over the top of the beautiful fabric. The fabric doesn't take away from the lace, and the lace doesn't take away from the fabric either. Now, there were 2 of these beautiful doilies in the kit. One was white and one was like a beautiful champagne tea stained color. So what I've done is I've tried to tea stain one up to match the other. This is the one I've tea stained. It's just a little less shiny, but the match is pretty good. So I thought I could have one of those on each of her hips, you know, like a bustle at the side. I forget the exact name of it, and have that there like that. And then there's also this other gorgeous fabric that was sent. So maybe now I'm just playing at the moment, maybe you know, that could be like some type of ruffle at the top of those, just to add more width at the waistline and hip area. And I've also got this little bit of trim left, and this is from my last design team package, so I don't think that will be needed at all. Maybe I could put it around the hem of the dress, but that's something I can play with, you know, later. I've also got, of course, these beautiful sequins and pearls. Now the pearls are probably a bit too white, but the sequins may definitely work. Maybe a little bit around here, or maybe just, you know, down there. It may not be needed, but it's an option I can use. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is, do I want this blue? Or do I want to soften the blue just a little bit? Because it's almost, it's kind of like a lavender blue, isn't it? It's beautiful, and I don't want to ruin the doll. Although she does have a little bit on her hand there, doesn't she? And I'm thinking, what could I do? Maybe I've got like a nail polish or something I could soften that with, because that would give it that high glossy finish as well. So I'll have to have a look, and I don't know, maybe I don't know how I'm going to get that. I'm not going to worry about her hand because that was there. Yeah, so that's my thought so far. And the first thing I've got to decide is, do I want a big fat pincushion, or do I want like a smaller little round pincushion there just to hold everything out, and then just have a long like hanging tassel doll, but she's not a tassel, she's just a hanging half doll, which may be another option, because I'm thinking if I use all these beautiful laces on a pincushion, I don't know whether I'd want to go sticking pins in it, because it's beautiful lace and I'd hate to ruin it. So maybe the hanging doll is the better option and have her really nice and decorative. I could make a couple of little stick pins. I could put some flowers around her hip area there, and maybe a couple of them could be stick pins. That's an idea. Like, do I have one here? Like a little stick pin here. Not that one, but do you know what I mean? Make them a little bit, maybe smaller stick pins, like maybe that size. So that is what I'm thinking right now.